I still struggle with lust, but in the last year I've gained significant progress against this sin. Here's everything I did differently this year to actually make progress in my life. So, a little backstory about me and why I'm qualified to teach you on this subject. I was exposed to these websites when I was in 5th grade. I was 10 years old. I am now 18, meaning that I've been struggling with this sin for over 8 years. And only this last year have I made progress and done reversing work to gain back ground in this war. The first thing that I did differently this year was I stopped chasing girls. If you're a young man, which I'm assuming you are watching this video, and you struggle with lust, you need to stop chasing girls. Or if you're a girl, you need to stop chasing guys. Because when you struggle with lust and this burning desire, the worst thing you can do is get involved in a relationship. Because not only are you spending your time trying to build up this relationship, but you're also breaking yourself down in the process, because you switch from lusting at all these different people online to lusting at one person. And that person you're supposed to love with your whole heart. How damaging is that? You create them as an object in your mind, and that ultimately is the worst thing that you could ever do. The second thing that I stopped doing was I stopped having bad influences in my life. To give you a little context of more about my story and who I am, all throughout high school, I dated girls. I was always searching for that next dopamine hit. And in sophomore year, I was very fixated on becoming this popular person. I had all these girls on my Snapchat. I was hanging around all these popular kids, and I was trying to become somebody that I wasn't meant to be. And I thought originally, this isn't really correlated with lust. I haven't been on these websites for a couple months. But little did I realize how much power it actually had over me. How much power these bad influences had over me. Because when you buy into one package, you buy into everything inside it. When I buy into the package of bad influences, I'm really buying into the packaging of instant gratification. And inside that, there's weed, alcohol, parties, and at first it doesn't look like it's going to hurt your lust or your love for these websites, but really it just makes you have a hunger for it more, because it teaches you to just go back to this instant dopamine hit. And that's exactly what these websites and lust does to you, ultimately bringing you further down the path than you want to go. Once I cut out these bad influences, I actually entered a lonely period of my life. I didn't have a lot of people around me, and I just kind of had to hunker down with myself, which you will have to do. If you're serious about defeating this sin, you will have to enter the lonely period, and that's okay, because it's necessary for your success. One thing you can do to combat this lonely chapter is start instilling positive influences. Start watching people online who have overcome this sin. Start watching pastors, preachers, coaches. Or if you have access to those people in your life, get them going. Get them into your life and your network. Start talking to your pastor on a daily occasion. Start getting a coach, a mindset coach, whoever it may be. Get them into your life to actually start progressing. How I talked about the package of instant gratification, there's also another side to that. There's the package of delayed gratification. And inside there are positive influences. And they teach you things like working out, eating clean, starting your business, maybe getting a high-paying job, becoming disciplined, and getting close with God, which ultimately will create you into the person that you've always wanted to become. This is the last thing that I learned in the year, and I honestly just realized this maybe the last month or two. And I realized this is a lifelong battle. You will not overcome it in the first month, year, or even 2 years of your fight. I've been fighting this sin for 4 years, and only in the last year have I made progress, which means for the first 75% of my time, I was just staying the same. It wasn't until this last year that I actually started progressing in life and against this sin. And you have to realize that and be okay with it, because as soon as you start fixating on this mindset that you have to overcome it in a week or a month, you start not only buying into the instant gratification scheme, you also start buying into the lie that you'll overcome it in a year or a month. And it's simply just not true. You have to prepare for a lifelong war, because that's exactly what it is. And if you lie to yourself, you are honestly just doing more damage than good. If this video helped you, please subscribe, follow for more, because I will be providing as much advice that I've learned in my lifelong journey and what I'm still learning to this day. I love you all, and I hope you have a great day.